sis, let me tell you. Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We're your hosts.
And Jess.
And I'm vacation Jazz.
No, you're not. We're refreshed.
Yes, I am.
We've moved on. We're past that.
I'm vacation Jazz. She's still on vacation. I don't even know why she's here. You got a different bitch on the line. What's good?
Not a different bitch. Can we send for Work Jasmine?
No, Work Jasmine has quit. She put in her 2 weeks and said, fuck that 2 weeks. I'm off. I quit, resigned on the spot. Any other questions, Professor? Vacation was beautiful.
It really was.
Why did we have to come back?
I'm upset. Coming back to flat ass Texas.
Yeah.
Was a bummer.
That is rough. It was a bummer. I hear you.
I mean, there are so many good things to say about the climate.
Before we get started on like talk, because I know everybody wants to hear about this vacation, because we've been talking about it for hellas. The anticipation. I do want to say we do have a jam-packed episode, and yes, we're going to talk about all the shit y'all sent us over the last 2 weeks. Although we was out the office, y'all was still sending us work. I kid. No, it was good to know exactly what you guys wanted to talk about. And there was tons of drama that happened while we were off. We were like, oh, this is going to be a breeze. So we're going to cover the Cassie and Diddy, Keke Palmer, Andre 3000, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about it. But first, I know people have been asking like, well, how was your trip? And they saw some pictures. We'll put out more eventually. But until we do, okay, so
sit up straight.
What were you saying about? Okay, we went to Santa Fe. For those that don't know, that we were on vacation,
New Mexico.
There was no episode last week because we take a annual anniversary trip. Me, my husband Tracy, Jess, her husband James. We all go together because our anniversaries are close to each other, and we choose.
And we like spending time together.
Yeah, we like to spend time together. We usually choose a mountainous location. And this year it was Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we had never been. So
had never been. Really haven't dabbled much on the southwestern side at all. Like,
isn't Colorado considered?
No.
Colorado's right there.
I don't think that's considered southwest though.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking about New Mexico, Arizona, like that bottom
that's
part.
That's all in one cluster to me.
But don't get us to geography fails, okay?
I'm picturing the map in my mind right now, and it's touching. Colorado's right above.
You know what's touching? Your nalgas.
Your nalgas. I knew you were going to say and they are. They are always touching. It's never a time where they're not touching.
But no, I mean, we had an amazing time.
Yeah, it was nice.
I mean, even if we would have gone there just for relaxation, I would have been satisfied. Yeah. Just because it was such a picturesque, house. Yeah. The views, the drives. There was no traffic whatsoever. Everywhere we were going, it was just smooth sailing, baby.
Smooth.
There were no street lights in our neighborhood that we stayed in, so the sky was just pitch black.
You could see the stars so clearly.
You could see so many stars. It was insane.
Yeah, it was. It was unbelievable.
And y'all know I was
high
as a kite
the entire time.
Pretty much.
She wasn't unhigh at all. I think you went one day.
I did go one day.
This time, what did you try differently?
I tried smoking weed again.
And?
Okay. It was a learning curve to it. Also, the coughs. I can't do the coughs.
Choking coughs.
Choking, gasping for air. It's too much. But what I like about the smoking versus just doing edibles, which is my normal jam, the high hits you almost
immediately.
Instantly, which you can plan better for that. I took side ramble. I took an edible on our last night there because I needed to use him up. with the mindset that, they're not going to kick in until we're finished. We're done with watching a show and packing.
We hadn't packed yet.
To get ready to go. And so I was like, it'll kick in well after that. And then it'll be Giggle Nation and I'll go to bed. You want to know when it hit? Mid-show. We were watching a show. It kicked in the middle of the show, of The Fall of the House of Usher.
That's it.
On Netflix. It's really good.
Very good. Y'all should watch it.
And I remember the feeling when I felt it kick in. I said, uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Deep doo-doo.
My shit was spread all over this house. Like I was staying permanently.
And we packed as if we were staying for forever. Yeah.
Shit was everywhere.
Yeah.
We bought so much food. We always do this.
Every time.
We go to the grocery store and we're like, we're just going to get essentials. You want some eggnog? Bitch, why are we buying eggnog?
And mediocre eggnog at that.
It wasn't even that good.
I am mediocre at best. I was so pissed. We had to use space bags to fit all of our clothes that we brought into our suitcases.
Correct.
That tells me you packed too damn much. Although I did wear just about everything I brought.
Yeah. Honestly, I would not have been able to get away with not packing what I did. Truly.
I could have. I brought some accessories that I did not need to bring, purses and stuff that I did not even touch. But I could have also, there was a washing machine and dryer at the place we rented. So I could have easily brought like 3 pair of jeans instead of 7 pair of jeans. And then just rotated
that's what James
them.
said. He said, if I have to do laundry every day, I will. I said,
okay then, James.
Okay.
He
didn't, but
didn't need to.
Said, yeah. But you know his clothes are tiny also. Anyway. They fit every time.
Oh, yeah, but they do. They
yeah, so you're right. My high kicked in at the wrong. Not you casually.
I've been sipping on this wine. You haven't seen me. I've been waiting for you to say something.
I haven't seen it.
I did. I was sipping earlier.
And I had a shot downstairs, and I was like, "Well, she said she didn't have any wine, so I won't do it."
Oh, my bad. Tracy went out. You got me,
bitch. No, it's okay. So my high kicked in at the wrong time, and it was a strong one. Packing seemed like the most daunting task. If James wouldn't have been there, it would have not.
It was the most daunting task. Unhigh.
It sure was.
So being high, having to do it, I cannot imagine.
Correct. Well, James, he was high too, but obviously he handles it better than I do. And he was running around like a madman.
Trying to get everything done. Because it was late too. We had already had a full day that day. We had to leave at the booty crack of dawn.
We did.
To get to the airport. This was the smallest airport you've ever seen in your fucking life.
It really was.
It was really unreal. We land in this small ass plane and you're literally walking off the plane like it's a PJ. And you're on the tarmac. And then you walk into this little temporary building that's is the baggage claim. And it was just for your flight because that's the only flight that was coming in at that time. Correct. And we sat there and we waited for our bags. When we got on our flight at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., we got on the flight. We literally took our bags out there with us and handed them to the baggage carrier to put in the damn plane. And they weren't even next to the little cart. They were all the way over on the other side. And they were like, yeah, just put them there. Huh? What kind of rinky-dink shit is this? We almost missed our flight back.
Oh, okay.
Less stress. But we made it.
It was that rental car. That was the fuck up.
We rented a car and to avoid what happened last year, us hitting a deer the day before we was supposed to drive back. It was so I'd much rather have the rental car debacle that we did than have my car wrecked. But it was still a mess. They make a mess.
Yeah. Absolutely. But we had a really good time. We went to Meow Wolf. If you ever get an opportunity to go to a Meow Wolf, I think there's only 4 in the U.S. Go.
It's one in Las Vegas.
Go.
One in Santa Fe. one in Denver, which we were going to go, but the baby was tired and we were like, let's just go get her in bed. And now thinking back, knowing what the experience is, we wouldn't have enjoyed it with her anyway. There's no way we would have been able to take her in a stroller.
Ooh, excuse me. Especially the stairs, all the stairs.
Yeah, like, no, it would not have been. It would have been very limiting.
Could have still had missed out on a lot. You would have.
Yeah.
Everybody else
I would have been stuck with her.
Would have been bragging to you.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to go back and do it again. We'll have to go back and do that one.
Where's the fourth one?
And where's the fourth one?
I was just thinking. It's somewhere. Was it Vegas? We said Vegas.
Yeah. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Yeah. There's 4, yeah. And I can't remember where the fourth one is.
I'll tell you. Tell them what it is, though, like for people that don't know.
So it's like an immersive art experience. Kind of psychedelic vibes.
Very psychedelic.
Honestly, if you're high, it would be amazing. But they also
Grapevine, Texas. How do we forget that one?
Huh?
Grapevine, Texas. I told you that because you said it's near Dallas.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay.
And I said we could do that easily.
We easily could. Yeah,
we can make a day out of it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even see them.
And they're all different. Okay.
They're all different. They all have kind of different feels and themes and different art.
They use local artists, which is cool.
That is cool. For like, we met a girl at the farmer's market who did some of the art in there. We were like, wait, what?
She made this jewelry but it's
really cool. They sell little glasses that you can buy. I think they're like $2 to enhance the art that you're looking at. But we didn't go that route. There's also a couple different packages you can buy, and the other package, I think there's a story that you follow along with. That there's like letters and stuff, but that takes twice as long to get through it. And we did not have that kind of time.
No, we had 2 hours. And that's how much they say we should give ourselves. So
yes. So we were like, okay, we're just going to walk through and see everything. And it was really fun. So you walk in a room and then you'll see all these other rooms that are attached. And so you're not sure, are they going to loop back or
I want to see everything.
The right way to go? Yeah. So you take a chance and you go one way and then it goes off into somewhere else and you're like, I'm never going to get back. But then somehow you work your way back and you get to see everything. And it's just so cool. Every room is completely themed differently. There's all these different tunnels and it's just
Jessica walked into a fridge.
I did walk
into a refrigerator and then walked out in a totally different area. It was fire. I wouldn't have imagined it would have been that immersive, I guess. But everyone in New Mexico was telling us, you got to go to Meow Wolf. And we were like, okay. Yeah. And we were planning on going to Denver, so we had already kind of known about it. And so I'm glad we went. I'm glad we made ourselves go. We went like the last night. So. Yeah. But we drank good, we ate good. We went and did the margarita trail, which was cute. And that's like you have either the paper passport or you can download the app, and that's like your passport.
The smarter choice.
Yeah. The app is like $2, but you got to pay for the paper passport anyway. And a lot of people didn't have stamps; they're used to the app. Anywho. Most restaurants in Santa Fe participate in the margarita trail. So they have a specific margarita assigned to the margarita trail. And when you go, if you order their special margarita for the margarita trail, you get $1 off that cocktail and they stamp your passport. And then you get prizes based on how many stamps you get. So if you get 5 or more, you can get a t-shirt. If you get 10 or more, you can get some membership in
it was
this
a membership,
margarita something. And we're like, we don't live there, we just want the t-shirt, bitch. We got the t-shirts,
got that fucking t-shirt.
It was fun. It was more beneficial than I thought it would be. I thought let's just do it so we can get drunk, right? I thought we would do it all in one day. I thought more of like a wine trail, which I'm wondering why we would have. The Southern Illinois doesn't do that for their wine trail. They should definitely do that. They need to get more people to come and go to all of them. But okay,
you got to put it in the suggestion box.
I will. I'm gonna email somebody. But yeah, it kind of like forced us to go. You could only do like 2 stamps a day, so it forced us to go to different restaurants that we probably wouldn't have gone to.
Not have tried.
Yeah, so it was so cool. We met a lot of people. So cool. Everybody was so friendly. Honey, baby, sweetie,
baby,
come
child. Honey, listen, sweetie.
Listen, sweetie, we were walking on the street because everybody kept looking at us. It's 4 colored people walking the streets of Santa Fe, and we're not all Hispanic. So James is looking Asian.
So they don't know what they're like, what's he?
They don't know what we're doing. So this lady stopped like on the street, and what were we talking about before she... Maybe she was just saying hi or something, and then she was like, well, welcome to Santa Fe or something
yeah,
like
that was it. It was like just a passing, and it was one of those moments where she was being really sweet, and we're like, well, hey, you know, everybody was so welcoming.
Yes. Everybody was really welcoming. Yeah. So we were like, how did you know that we're not from here? We're out of towners. How did you know we're not from here? She said, honey, sweetie, she turned her entire body. It's a white woman. Honey, sweetie, baby child, come here. If you haven't noticed, there's only a 2% black population here. We were like, we noticed.
We was counting black people.
Sweetie. Yeah, we were counting them.
We kept seeing the same ones
over and over in different locations in Santa Fe.
And we're like, well, now wait a minute. Are they just placing them randomly?
They're spies. They're fake. They've been plopped right down in front of us, so it makes it look like there's more black people. I don't know. But that was
so
funny.
Interesting. Yeah.
Somebody else said the same thing.
That was that was not the last time we heard that
people
either.
Here, so they could all tell we were visitors, and that was funny.
And we also dressed like
differently.
Everybody kind of leans into that Southwestern attire, like heavy
cowboy boots,
fringe,
big
boots,
belt buckles,
hats,
jackets.
So
with fringe.
we were wearing sneakers.
Yeah.
Sneakers and Timbs, not
Timbs, bitch.
Timbs, nigga. No, just like sneakers and like kind of streetwear, I guess you could call it. And so they're like, breaking necks. Like, who are these people? Are you from New York City? I mean, that's probably what they were thinking.
Okay. One thing, like, especially with the margarita trail, I noticed there, I'm a lightweight, and y'all know this. I took 2 shots and I was ready to throw up on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
I could not stay tipsy there to save my life. I tried hard. The guys were drinking a bottle of liquor a day.
No, you ain't even had to put them on blasts. You did not.
Is that putting them on blast? They was drinking a lot and wasn't feeling nothing. Hardly.
They were feeling something. Stop.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
They weren't maybe as drunk as they should have been.
Exactly.
But
that's my point.
They were drunk.
Something with the elevation wasn't working in my favor this time. Usually it's the opposite. You feel more. It's like enhanced. This time, no. The answer is no.
So she was sober as a bird the entire trip.
Pretty
sad,
much. Sad.
Tired.
But I still enjoyed. Like I was getting up super early, and then I'm just like waiting on everybody. Like, when y'all gonna wake up? Okay, cool.
Grow up.
Our cabin was really cute.
Very cute.
The mountains were nice. We drove to Albuquerque, which was like an hour for a day. We did an escape room, and that was fun. Trafficless, yeah. But the views were really pretty driving to Albuquerque.
Really pretty.
It's north, so the closer you get to Colorado, the bigger the mountains.
Yeah, there were not only mountains, there were like canyons.
Yes.
And then it was so late in the trip that we couldn't have planned to like venture out more for that, because we were recommended to go to Taos.
Oh, yeah.
And we didn't have the plans to be able to go there at the time. We didn't get to do the hot springs. Girl,
the hot springs was definitely on my list.
And I brought my swimsuit for no fucking reason.
So did I. I almost left it when I was packing. But by the grace of God. Oh, we went to a church, a beautiful Catholic church. Oh, James is Catholic.
Loretto, if anybody is familiar. Yeah, it's called Loretto.
Well, we just spiral staircase.
Oh, God. It's called the Miraculous Staircase. And it's basically the person who constructed it used no nails. And so it really doesn't make sense of how it's standing and how it was holding weight.
And at first it had no railings. And then they added railings.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. I was like, no, wait a minute. Crazy. But yeah, it was amazing.
And there was a story associated. I must not have been listening to this.
No, you weren't. Like, I was listening.
No, I wasn't. Because James was telling his parents about it yesterday.
And it was news to you.
He said,
like your ass wasn't even there.
He said that it was a person that just kind of randomly showed up to construct the staircase, and then he left and they never saw him again. Like he was just somebody that was like passing through. Okay, thank you. He was just somebody that was like passing through, and they were like, well, hang on, never saw him again. It was like so then they thought, well, it was a spiritual being or something. Anyway, so if you're
a ghost,
go see that.
Boo,
I'm a ghost. Yeah. So
was that it? I mean, we had a great time. We had a great time. The kids got sick while we were gone. But
okay.
Other than that,
they did.
They did well. We did well. We missed.
Where should we go next? What do y'all think? Tell us. Where you think?
Oh yeah. Where should we go next? That we haven't been.
Well, they don't know where we've been. We're thinking Seattle.
Yeah,
up there, Seattle, Portland area.
Yeah, that'll be pretty. Let me know if y'all got any travel hookups, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
American can kiss my black ass. Seriously.
Do you want to get into that experience a little bit?
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't want to get mad. Yeah, I'll tell it. Quickly.
I knew you were gonna. You love the attention. Go.
I took my wrists. I injured both wrists on the trip.
Okay.
This one's still not quite where it needs to be.
It seemed like it was doing just fine, rolling.
It's not. If I try to pick up something heavy, it hurts.
Rolling. Ha! Go.
Well, me and Trace, so we aligned our flights with Jess and James to where, because our layovers were in Dallas. And so we got to fly a part of the trip with Jess and James. So it was like, well, the party gets started in the airport, which that is love. We used to be able to meet like halfway, or they would fly into Nashville when we go to Tennessee, and then we'll drive the rest of the way. That's just something we do because we're thirsty. So the fact that we were able to get our flights lined up was perfection. Well, we had to leave at literally the butt crack of dawn. We told you that. When we were coming back from small ass Santa Fe airport, we landed in Dallas. American had changed our flights because we had booked our flights months in advance. They changed the first flight to leave at 6 something in the morning. Nobody wants to do that on the last leg of a trip.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible. It was originally for like almost 11, which is perfect because you got to get out your Airbnb by 10, make it to the airport.
Yeah,
that's perfect timing. Well, they changed it to 6 something, so I was like, whatever. So we had a 5-hour layover at Dallas. And I was like,
which is terrible.
5 hours is so long. We spent some of it with Jess and James before they took their connecting flight.
Yeah, we left. Bye. See you.
They left us
gone.
high and dry. They made it home, ate dinner, ran errands, took a nap. By the time we got home, our flight was supposed to leave Dallas at 2:30. Got on that plane, and the door to the to the laboratory was missing. And I guess they can't take off if the laboratory isn't flushing. Meanwhile, the bitches in first class are using the bathroom, no problem. The rest of us in the back are just screwed. We stayed on the tarmac for an hour. They deplaned us. And then we had to wait and get our shit all switched over. We didn't leave Dallas until 5:30. We didn't get home until after 8 o'clock. Bitch, I was tired. We woke up at 4 a.m. that morning.
Which is ridiculous.
And then the next day we had to go drive and get the kids. So Tracy went and drove. I had to work. We were whooped.
Whooped is not the word.
Yeah.
That's just such a sour, stressful end to a nice, relaxing vacation that you had.
Yeah,
like it just revs you back up the street. It's like,
it's from start to finish, girl. Because almost missing that Santa Fe flight was also stressful. So it's like, but Tracy didn't get stressed about the flight, which was nice, because if he had gotten annoyed or something, it probably would have
affected you.
It would have affected me for sure. While we were sitting on the plane, I was getting agitated though, because I don't do well on long flights now anyway. But then sitting there still scrunched, bitch,
and not knowing what the fuck is going on,
it was just like, I gotta get up. I almost like got up like, I gotta get some space. I've got to get some air. I mean, I'm being squished next to the window. I got this big nigga beside me named Trace, and he's squishing me. It's hot.
Why is he in the middle?
He's warm. He said he didn't care where he sat, and I'd much prefer to be by the window because, I get nauseous and stuff. So, I don't know. I also don't want to be squished between two men either. So, anywho, we made it home alive.
Wow. Okay, was there anything else that we wanted to add about our
the
trip?
Bald ass mountains, them BDB mountains.
BDB!
Didn't see a lick of wildlife.
Like,
not lick.
Nothing. We were
the animals were
flying
also on vacation.
over. They were. We were flying over the mountains. Like, where the trees at? I mean, you could see scalp.
Desert, just desert, which was bizarre.
It did snow one day, which was really pretty.
It was beautiful. The flakes were huge,
really fluffy snowflakes, and they were actually sticking. And we were like, "Oh, we're getting ready to go somewhere. What if?"
Yeah.
What if they
I wasn't worried about it though,
but it melted by the afternoon. It was gone.
Yes. Yeah. By the time we were ready to leave out, got dressed and everything, it had pretty much stopped. So it was really, really pretty. And
it was pretty.
If you like vacations where there's like stuff to do, but also you don't mind, staying in the house, that's kind of the perfect location for that. Because we did some days where we just didn't leave at all. And we found some really good food, ate a lot of Mexican food, but it was all delish. I had menudo and everything, which we weren't sure about it at first, but we ended up accepting it and liking it. Everything looks the same. Your Walgreens ain't your average Walgreens.
The buildings. Yeah.
Yes. Everything, all the buildings are kind of that New Mexican style with a label slapped on it. And we were like, where the fuck are we? Where are the real buildings? Tan, browns. Yeah. But then it became endearing. It's like, well, this is just their way. They don't want to look like every block city.
Yeah.
And so
they downtown is real quaint.
Very quaint, but a lot in there. You wouldn't think there's that much in there till you get out, start walking around. So much shopping.
All the sign. There's no lit up nothing.
No,
you gotta be in the daytime and peel your eyes up and look at the signs.
Well, everything closed by 8 p.m. anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true. But almost all the food we had was so fresh.
Fire, good. Yeah,
their Asian food bomb.
Yeah, it was. It was. They did it all well. Very well. All right. You ready to get into this episode?
Yeah, let's get into it.
It's a lot. All right.
Ooh. Spill it, sis.
All right. I know this was most of y'all here. That's why you here.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie. What's her last name? Ventura?
I don't know. Me and you. Now. I've been waiting.
The singer.
Think I'm gonna make that move.
Sued Diddy for alleged rape, abuse, and human trafficking.
Now wait a minute.
You didn't see all this?
I avoided it.
I know. I'm asking. You didn't see it?
I avoided it. No.
Great. Okay. Very good.
I was like, Diddy, Cassie, like no,
it was, and it was
behind
everywhere, girl.
It was
there
hard.
One day, gone the next. You'll see. So she was in an almost 10-year relationship with Diddy, and it started when she was signed to his label, girl, at the ripe age of 19. They didn't start dating right at 19, but he was 37. I did not know the age gap was that large at that young.
37.
Yes, ma'am. He was signed to her label, and she signed a 10-album deal. That sounds like a long time. 10 albums?
Yeah.
Some people don't make
albums every year. She ain't even do 10.
Girl, he was too busy allegedly
boinking her.
Doing too much. Yeah.
We all know he's a crazy businessman.
A predator.
We all know this.
Yeah, we do. At this point. I mean, come on.
Jasmine, we knew during making the band
that something wasn't right. Yeah, but that was back when people were doing blackface on Project Runway, and we didn't bat two eyes at that.
That wasn't Project Runway. That was America's Next Top Model.
America's Next Top Model. Same difference.
But yes, correct.
Yeah, we didn't bat an eye then either. So.
But guess who was in the room? Tyra and Miss J. Both of them grown as fuck and been black all their lives. Go on.
Yeah. No, you're correct. Okay, well. Cassie made several claims about her relationship with Diddy over this 10-year span.
I mean, so many. She came out with stories. There were rumors that she was going to do a tell-all book about her experience. I'm trying to find the quote that she posted about this lawsuit, because she actually came out and said something. She was like, basically, it's my time to speak up about it. She said, after years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Diddy's camp ended up coming out. His attorney came out and made a statement as well once these claims were made. Okay. His attorney said Mr. Combs vehemently, girl, what's the word?
What?
Vehemently?
No.
Denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Ventura's, that's Cassie, persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Miss Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. That was his camp's response to her lawsuit.
Okay. It's a good response.
It's a good response, but he never came out and said, like, I would never do this. I've never done any of this. Also, something else I saw.
We all know the truth.
No other celebrities have spoken up on his behalf saying he would never do anything like this.
No. Yeah.
Nobody. They may say, like, this is crazy. Why is she coming out now? There were a lot of people saying, why now? But nobody's saying, like, he would never do this. He's not that type of person. Nobody. Not one.
Well, it's also telling how she basically disappeared after she was on top and disappeared. And we're like, what happened to Cassie? Mm-hmm. It makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. I feel like I should just read this verbatim from TMZ because it talks about some of the things that she went through, and that was in her lawsuit. Okay. So it says, she made a number of allegations against Diddy, including claims of human trafficking and a shocking claim that he broke into her home in 2018 and forced sex on her. The alleged rape, Cassie says, came toward the end of the relationship in 2018 when she decided to leave Diddy for good. In her lawsuit, she says they went to a dinner one night that year, which Cassie thought would be a discussion on how they could each move on. Afterward, she says they went to her place, but claims Diddy forced himself into her apartment despite Cassie's protests. Cassie claims Diddy then forcibly kissed her and began ripping off her clothes, at which point she alleges he raped her, all while she said no. In the aftermath of the alleged incident, Cassie says she tried separating herself completely from Diddy, moving away and cutting all ties with Diddy while under a lot of stress. While this claim is for sure the most shocking, it's just the tip of the iceberg of what is alleged in her lawsuit, including years of what Cassie claims were physical and emotional abuse at the hands of Diddy, such as beatings and stompings she alleged he dished out regularly over the course of their long relationship.
You fucking lying.
She said started in 2005. No.
Now that I am surprised by.
That he would actually put his hands on her regularly?
Like regularly? Yeah.
Through their time together, all it takes is just it's going to increase. It's going to increase. Through their time together, Cassie claims Diddy would regularly ply her with drugs and alcohol, make her carry firearms around in her purse while in public, and worse yet, she alleges he forced her to have sex with several different male prostitutes over the years across multiple different jurisdictions, which makes it sex trafficking. Cassie claims Diddy would film these coordinated liaisons with her and the prostitutes, whom she claims were hired by Diddy, and pleasured himself while watching the intercourse. She even said that she would go and delete, like he would record these sexual acts on her phone. She would go and delete them
And one time they were out to dinner and he showed her a video that she knew she deleted and that he has backups everywhere. He has, so I don't know if he has access to her phone and records and stuff or what, but he
maybe
got
he's
backups. So
recording
it's
from
like you can delete it, baby girl. I got it still.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Another,
you know what? What? I was just gonna say,
but go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Before you move on, I was gonna say, no wonder she needed so much time.
Yes.
Before coming forward, that can send someone over the edge.
Oh yeah.
Never to return.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Another claim. Cassie alleges that Diddy once said that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car while he was home. This after learning of a brief relationship he and Cassie shared around 2011 or so, and goes on to claim that in 2012, Kid Cudi's car did in fact blow up in his driveway. Now, she said that Diddy, I guess, went on her computer or something and saw an email exchange between Kid Cudi and Cassie, got pissed and was like, no. Claimed he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car. But he wanted Kid Cudi and his friends to be in his house when he did it. Did that thing. Why did Kid Cudi's camp confirm? Yes, it absolutely happened. Mm-hmm. Absolutely happened. She doesn't say, Cassie doesn't say explicitly that Diddy orchestrated it, but she does say that the fact that it happened, like he threatened, terrified her and made her fear for her safety.
Of course. I mean, we knew, well, we caught wind recently about him having reach. Remember at his parties and stuff? Mm-hmm. Remember that was a whole thing you brought up one time?
Yes.
And it definitely goes deeper than this. And I think this is the tip of the iceberg. But go ahead.
It's absolutely the tip of the iceberg because now that she's coming forward, other people are going to come forward. Mm-hmm. That have dealt with him. Absolutely. Yeah. So there were a lot of people that came out, girl. One of the people, we homies. Who was that?
Slim Thug,
bitch, made some videos. Basically, like, there should be a limitation on how long you can speak up. So even if this happened to you, you should have reported it then, basically, is what he's saying.
Slim, shut the fuck up.
We didn't ask nothing of you. Who are you again? We forgot.
If somebody was raping you, senseless, and beating you, would you not want time to process it before coming forward and then dealing with that backlash?
Here's the main difference between Diddy and R. Kelly. Diddy actually has power and money behind him. He's got a whole team.
People that are really working for him, like heavy, for years.
Well, R. Kelly had a team that was working for him as well, girl, grabbing the young girls and bringing them and shit. But this Diddy has way more power than R. Kelly. R. Kelly's broke, been broke for a long ass time. He just played mind games with these little Chicago girls. They were also young. Diddy has, I'm for real, Diddy has actual power. Like he will orchestrate, allegedly, deaths and things of that nature. I'm sure he threatened her to all hell. And now she's finally like, no, I'm going to speak up. Right. Now, what people are confused about is this lawsuit came out. And I think that he offered her, he found out about the lawsuit before it came out, offered her 8 figures. She said no.
So it's not
lawsuit came out. Well, she's seeking damages. So what else could she get out of this but money? If she does want money for this, run me my fucking money. Because you put me through
I know,
hell.
but that would be the easy thing to just accept the 8 figures he's offering you. Why go through this whole lawsuit?
Well, they ended up settling a day later after she filed.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you what she said. She said, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Wow. He came out with a very similar statement saying, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love.
Didn't yeah, somehow.
I was just gonna say it was an undisclosed. They did not disclose what they settled on, what they agreed upon. But I did read allegedly somewhere that it was a 9-figure settlement. Up that bad boy. He said, "I do not want this out there any longer than it needs to be."
Yeah, basically. Mm-hmm. He's like, "I'll pay whatever. Mm-hmm. Just shut up.
I don't want to go to jail." Mm-hmm. What were you about to say?
Didn't Aubrey O'Day say something?
She did.
Whenever Diddy's name come up, she's Diddy, the first one to speak up. She's got an alert on him.
Well,
anytime something about him come up, she's there.
I think he knows that she just be talking, and people she's not gonna get the traction she's looking for. I think he knows that. Otherwise, he would have offed her a long time ago. She was basically like, "I told y'all surprised by these allegations. I've been trying to tell y'all this nigga's trash." Basically.
She didn't say nigga because she's white. But yeah, go ahead.
Sentiment is all the same. Niggas. So then after it was settled, she came out and was like something about the justice system being fucked up, and people misconstrued what she meant. They took it as like, oh, you think Cassie backed out of it and cowardly took the money. And she was saying, no, I'm talking about our justice system and how power and greed, you just get away with everything. He's never going to be held accountable, basically, because he's rich.
Truly, he won't. Right.
So that's what she was talking about. Nothing major, but she did speak up. I found the lawsuit document.
Huh?
It's 35 pages.
Oh, what are you gonna read?
Well, it is very detailed. I didn't even get through all of it because I was like, girl, you got other shit to look up. But I started reading it. I got to like page 4. It's very animated, more animated than I would think a lawsuit document, a legal document would be. It's real. But it talks about how they first started, how young she was, who he was, who she was. It talks about the different allegations. I could read this part, actually. Let me zoom in, bitch, because I cannot read this.
Okay. Where your glasses at?
It's really small, though. Okay, let's see. It says, the truth, however, is that Cassie, Miss Cassandra Ventura, was held down by Mr. Combs, endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Miss Ventura, the dark times, in quotes, were those she spent. This was referring to him getting some award, and he lastly thanked Cassie, his girlfriend, and getting through dark times. Helping him get through dark times. But the dark times that he's referring to were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. Among other violent and unlawful acts, Mr. Combs, and here's a list, there's 6 or 7 of them, raped Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura, forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters, ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby, demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. And lastly, introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions.
Ooh. That's scathing.
Scathing. No wonder he said, you could take all my money.
Shut up. Zip it.
Don't say nothing else. His attorney did, however, come out and say something after the case was settled.
Okay.
The attorney said, the attorney's name is Ben Brafman, in case y'all care. I know y'all know. He said, just so we're clear, No, you don't. Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He hasn't denied them. He is happy that was me speaking. That was not a part of the quote. Right. He is happy that they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. This is wild to me.
It is. But
wild.
It just shows how sadistic Diddy is. Allegedly.
Yeah, say that.
Like, you know, it just sounds so yucky. We saw an inch of it with the cheesecake. Walk across the bridge in the middle of the night to go get me some fucking cheesecake while y'all are trying to be a band. What one got to do with the other? What? I just need to see how much y'all want it. They want it because they auditioned for the show.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is crazy. Girl. Okay.
Oh, this was a part that I hadn't mentioned yet. They've talked about his wild parties and stuff.
Yes.
They're called freak-offs. It's either these parties that he's throwing or the arrangements where he makes Diddy or Cassie sleep with sex workers.
Oh,
they're called freak-offs or FO for freak-offs. Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak-off. Okay, let me see. The first time Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles. The man, Mr. Combs, and Miss Ventura wore masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform sexual acts with the man while Mr. Combs watched them. He masturbated while he directed Miss Ventura and the man to do specific sexual acts. The entire encounter lasted multiple days.
What?
Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak-off or FO. He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments that he wanted an FO, and Miss Ventura was eventually expected to facilitate the location and the hiring of male sex workers. At certain points during Miss Ventura and Mr. Combs' relationship, he would insist on an FO weekly. Mr. Combs would repeatedly tell her that this was practice. Girl, and then the sentence cut off. It's okay. That was the end of that. Weekly, sis.
I'm raw. How disgusting.
Yeah.
Also, all these different people, like, you got to be worried about getting tested and making sure everybody's safe, because I know no condoms were being worn. What if she has to be taking the Plan B pill or something, to make sure she doesn't get pregnant? And girl, this is a mess.
Yeah, it's abuse, all right. It did talk about, like, at the beginning of their relationship, him and Cassie, that he was still with Kim Porter. So that was a thing. I know that they've always speculated that he cheated on Kim, and she's making it plain, like, yeah, our relationship started at this time and he was still with Kim Porter. Wild. Just wild. And girl, it does give, it is an admission to guilt. To me, you're admitting that you did it because you paid her off to shut her up. Whether she was in it for the money or not, I believe every last word she wrote in this document. Ain't no lies told.
Yeah.
I believe every last word.
Because if he really wanted to duke it out with her, it would end up making her look really bad.
Yeah. And he's got the money to take her to court. So wouldn't you want to go to court and fight for your reputation instead of just paying her off and saying, oh yeah, let's forget about this?
No, usually corporations, especially, they do not want to open the can of worms. Here's your settlement. Bye. Sit down. Bye. See you. Don't want to talk to you.
But also, who knows? He may have threatened her to settle. He offered her an insane amount of money, and he may have threatened her and her man. Because she did say that in the lawsuit too, that she was always fearful that he would hurt her and her family, because she would ask sometimes to go to her family's house in Connecticut, and he would either say no or yes. And one time she went after she got a black eye, and her mom took pictures after the black eye. So I know they got proof, sis. I know they do. But at some point she was like, I want to go to my parents to just like heal, and he said no. So she was held captive. Like, you can't leave. You got to stay here. Okay, on to the next one.
Oh God,
I know, it's a lot.
Doom and gloom. Am I right?
I know. Am I right?
Well, Doja Cat.
Oh boy, what?
You know, she's always being yelled at for something. she's in the doghouse again.
Again.
There's always something that, you know, she does, and people either misunderstand it, or she's just blatantly not thinking, and she does something and it offends people. She loves to offend people.
She don't care.
Well, she does not care. That's correct. What she's done this time, she teased an upcoming project.
Okay.
So we've seen it with her Paint the Town Red. She created this character named Scarlet, who is just covered in blood. Okay. Are you familiar with kind of that imagery she's been playing with? Okay.
Yes.
So she's playing this character, Scarlet, who is drenched in blood.
Okay.
Well, she's bringing Scarlet back. So Scarlet is featured in this upcoming teaser.
Okay.
And basically what it is supposed to be set like an old school daytime talk show. That's what the setting looks like. Scarlet is the host. So she's drenched in blood, but she's wearing clothes, Miss Girl, and a wig.
Wait a minute. Not a wig.
Okay. A wig. She got a wig on.
Okay.
You know she's bald. So then Doja is on the couch as the guest, and Scarlet is asking her questions.
Okay.
Now, this is where people were offended.
Okay.
In the vein of trying to make it look like an old TV show, they messed with the color setting. So it looks a little vintagey.
Okay.
However, the red that Scarlet is drenched in gave a dark brown hue. So people were accusing her of, speaking of, blackface. Now, I saw the teaser. I could absolutely see where people are coming from.
Yeah.
And if you're not someone who knows much about Doja and like this Scarlet character that she's created, you're going to be confused. You're going to watch this and be like, what the fuck is this? Okay. However, knowing the Scarlet character, it's kind of like, okay, no, I already know kind of where this is headed.
Okay.
But a lot of people were upset. I'll read you some tweet responses.
Okay. This is why you need more people on your team. Go ahead.
She ain't gonna listen to him anyway, sis. She's gonna do what she wants to do.
I would hope she would listen to her team.
Said,
that's why they're there. Okay.
Someone said, oh, this is a magazine responding. Okay. How's nobody upset that this grotesque caricature of a self-hating biracial girl who is severely stunted as an unbalanced hormonal femcel, pick-me teenage drama queen wearing blackface? The red paint is too close to skin tone. It's time to abandon hashtag Doja Cat. We don't need her.
Ooh. Yikes. People been saying abandon that hoe. And I've been on the train. I don't care nothing about Doja.
Okay, another one said, Doja is wearing blood, but out of context, it looks like blackface. It's a valid question, but it's a Doja Cat stan who overlooks anything problematic she does. So that's why they're acting like the question is invalid.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yes, very fair.
Absolutely. Out of context, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And she's already had issues, especially on the heels of her wearing that fucking t-shirt with the Nazi on it.
Yeah.
Girl, which lane are you riding?
Yeah.
Put your blinker on, because we're confused. We don't know where you going. Okay, then here someone else said, I don't know what this abbreviation is supposed to be. I'm gonna guess. People in the courts. It's QRTS. No, courts starts with a C.
It does look like
quarters.
I could see where it's blood, but it could definitely be misconstrued as blackface. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't matter. People are saying that it's not blackface, but I think Doja Cat has two eyes to see that this filter makes her look fucking brown, not red. Also fair.
She hasn't deleted it either.
Oh, of course not. Desmond, she stands 10 toes down on whatever she do. So she responded. You want to guess what her response was?
She can be like, fuck y'all, unfollow me.
Well, she tweeted, or I don't know if she tweeted it, but it's a fan page tweeted this about her response. So, she did it in an Instagram story. She said, you have to be a very special kind of fucking stupid. And it is over photos of her performing, probably Paint the Town Red, and all her dancers are covered in red. And then another picture of her as the Scarlet character, and it looks shiny and red, and it looks like blood. She's naked as well.
Okay.
That was her response. In the interview video, she is trying to respond to a few things. So one of the versions of, or maybe a part of it, of the video that I saw, the Scarlet person who's the interviewer says, this might be a silly question. Do you appreciate the people and the fans that support your music? And then it shows like a thought bubble of Doja, and Doja is saying in the thought bubble, I hate my fans. My fans are dumb. But then the Doja in the interview says, yeah. And then the interviewer says, nice. Love that. Love that. So in her mind, girl, she about to take me out.
She ain't talking about me, so.
Oh, no,
ain't no fan, baby.
But it's just like, she just digs herself into the deepest hole you possibly can.
Yeah.
And then she's looking like, wait, y'all don't like it? It's just...
No, she's not even asking that. Wait, y'all don't like it? She don't give a fuck that y'all don't like it. She knew y'all wasn't gonna like it. That's why she did it. I'm looking at the comments, and her fans are into it.
I'm sure.
So they've been limited as well. I can't say that now.
The most stressful job there is to be a Doja Cat fan. Period. I mean, you are whiplashed day and night. You don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know what to believe. You know, yeah, you don't know if you're supposed to support her blindly. You don't know if you're supposed to nickname yourself or not. You know, it's just like you're walking on eggshells.
Well,
that's that.
Here was another thing that happened. This was last week while we were out, but we were sent it so many times. It's like, well, we might as well talk about it because it's still kind of going on. Keke Palmer,
it's still pretty relevant.
Remember her? And her man on off, Darius Jackson. She obtained a restraining order, huh?
Dirty draws, we remember.
Dirty draws, yeah, I forgot about that. She obtained a restraining order against Darius Jackson for domestic abuse. You haven't seen anything about this either?
I also avoided this.
Good. Very good. This will be trippy to you as well. Okay, November 9th, Keke Palmer filed a restraining order against the father of her child, Darius Jackson. This is from Wrap Up, because I might be reading some of this verbatim too. It's just too easy. Instead of me trying to remember what the fuck I read, it's literally right here in front of me. Oh, God. There were court documents that People obtained, actually. People, the magazine People. That the actress... Keke accused Darius of various forms of abuse throughout their 2-year relationship. And therefore, the LA Superior Court judge granted Keke temporary sole custody of their 1-year-old son, Leotis. Remember him? Mm-hmm. Her allegations detailed a pattern of mistreatment, including an incident where Darius was rough with their child during a diaper change. She also claimed that the fitness instructor, he's a fitness instructor, recently trespassed into her home, threatening her, physically assaulted her.
He's a fitness instructor?
And stole her phone. Mm-hmm. And he also does like entertainment, I think sports, something. He's into sports. But I'm sure she helped get him there. But yeah, girl, he's fitness.
He disappoints me. Go ahead.
Did you hear what I said about him physically assaulting her? I'll read that again.
Yeah, and taking her phone. He recently
trespassed into her home, threatened her, physically assaulted her, and stole her phone. She got camera footage of this happening from her home, which makes me think, remember after all that happened, and then he said he was going to get full custody of their son, and then that birthday, and she showed the tattoo of her, and then they were out to eat. I think she was playing nice. She knew she was going to leave him then, but she needed hardcore evidence in order to do so. So she played nice with his ass, knowing he was going to clown again, made sure the cameras were rolling, got that ass, and soon after she got him on camera, took him straight to the court.
But why would you get a tattoo, which is permanent, just to play nice? She could have done it a different way, I think.
That tattoo wasn't new, though. It was just showing us the tattoo in the picture.
Oh, I thought it was new.
I don't think so. I think it just was, we've never seen it. I don't think it was new.
I'm pretty sure that it was a new tattoo. I feel like,
I don't know.
That was what we read, that it was new. Maybe not.
Either way. Girl, that was a peel and stick.
Shut
Wash
up.
off.
Shut up. That's crazy.
It gets worse, sis.
No!
All right, so
I thought we were going to get on here laughing. Okay, go ahead.
We're laughing again. Nope, try next week. Mm-hmm. So, Darius has a brother. You know who this brother is. His name is Darius Jackson, and he was the guy in Insecure, Dro, that Molly with the teeth. That's his brother.
You fucking lying.
In real life, that's his real brother.
With the teeth?
What about his teeth?
It's a gang of them. They're doing a lot.
Yeah, his mouth was doing something. Yeah, that's him. Dro, the tall, light-skinned dude.
Okay. Yeah, that Molly was into.
Yes. So, in a now deleted tweet, this is what Darius wrote during all this drama with Keke and Darius. He said, "The most disgusting, vile, abusive, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my entire life. Abuses almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this doesn't deserve it at all." He's since deleted it.
Is he talking about his brother?
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so.
Insinuating, yes. He didn't say, but I mean, you can put two and two together. So then, Darius's baby mama was like, don't you speak up. Don't you say nothing. Before I get to her and Darius, I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't know how else you would pronounce his name.
That's an odd name.
I saw pictures, like still pictures from the assault in her home. Keke and Darius. He had her on the couch. They have blurred out what looks to be her butt, so she may not be wearing pants or something. But there are stills of him being aggressive with her in the home. At one point, she's on the couch, like her head's back here, and he's standing over her on the couch, and both of his hands are on her. Mm-hmm. So he could be either trying to choke her, hurt her, or get her phone. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but it's obvious he's being aggressive, and this shouldn't be happening. Then it moves over, girl, to the stairs, where there are some stairs. Yes. And he's got his hand up like this, and she's putting either her hand up to block, or she's trying to grab the railing. Again, shouldn't be happening. Mm-hmm. And then there's other stills of her stuck on the ground, and he's standing over her, and you can tell she's kind of fighting him off.
Oh my God.
Then there's another still. I'm not sure if it was from the same day or not, but he's got his shirt off. She's trying to go up the stairs, and he's grabbing her from behind, and she's trying to like move. It's wild. Moving on. And it sounds like he had been doing stuff like this for a good portion of their relationship. Yeah. Darius Jackson's brother, Serranis, has a baby mama. Huh?
Serranis. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Her name is Dominique Perry. And I think she's an actress of some sort. She's something. She's not like a nobody. She has a daughter, a 5-year-old daughter with Serranis named Zen.
Okay.
And she and him are going through legal woes and physical custody of their daughter. So it seems as though she has 2 residences. She lives in California, or she works out of California, but they live in Houston. That's her primary residence in Houston, but she works out of California, so she has 2 places, and they go back and forth. But the child is primarily in her custody. He wants custody of the daughter. And basically she's like, for what? You dip in and you dip out. You're not consistent whatsoever. How dare you ask for custody of this baby when the baby's with me, baby boy.
Oh no.
So they're going through this drama. When she was done talking about it, she also claims that she's dealt with physical abuse from him as well.
Not them both being trash.
She said, not me getting dizzy. You know, when I turn my head too much, twist my head. It's too much.
Sit still. Yeah.
Sit still. She has alluded to her own experience with abuse and said that in due time, everyone would listen to her story and that she'd be vindicated. That's what she says about the brother. Bitch, it gets worse.
Oh my God.
Now that this brother has stepped into the mix talking, they like, well, what else can we dig up? Girl, Darius Jackson's mom had a domestic violence restraining order against his daddy.
Oh, so this is what they've seen.
It's a cycle, yeah. Yes.
And poor Leotis, I mean, if he could, he's a baby right now, but I mean, he could have been a part of the cycle as well.
Yes.
That is very sad.
The moms got into it because I think Darius was recording. I guess he was on the phone with Keke's mom, but was recording the conversation. You couldn't see anything. Like the camera's pointed at the floor. He just wants you to hear what's being said. And so I think he was in her home at the time of the call. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's what the call was. And she was telling him, like, you need to get the fuck up out of there. Keke mama wasn't playing. And she threatened to shoot him. Basically, I will shoot your ass. I'll shoot your motherfucking ass. Shoot and kill you or something. So then the mom sent his mom sent Keke's mom a text. And they're kind of going back and forth. And she's like, well, now that you've threatened to shoot my son, you got to shoot all of us and blah, 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 blah. The drama. Meanwhile, Keke went to Paris with Leotis while all this is happening.
Okay.
I guess she's like, I got to get away.
Too scarred from all of this. She's young.
She'll bounce back.
She's a young mom. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, that it's not too late for her.
It's not. Oof. And she's got big things coming down the pipeline for her. And she's got her baby, which she loves to pieces. Yeah. Another thing I saw, Keke Palmer, she was announced as the 2023 Soul Train Awards host and performer. She's good.
Really? Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah. Okay. So she's fine. Oof.
Let's pick it back up positively.
Okay, go ahead, sis.
Andre 3000.
My main man.
Yeah, aging like fine wine. He had an interview with GQ.
Okay.
In a laundromat.
Okay.
And it's funny because I saw a clip of this interview before today. So I didn't know that any of this was going to be related. But I saw it. He was talking to the interviewer, who's a white man. And the interviewer was asking him, why are we in a laundromat? And he's like, I'm about to do my laundry. He's literally in the laundromat doing his laundry.
You lying.
He purposefully goes to a laundromat to do his laundry.
Because he wants to feel like a regular person, maybe?
He said, yes, he wants to.
Where does laundromat at? I'm meeting you. Dirty drawers and all.
He wants to be around people. He wants to feel normal. And he said the majority of people do not recognize him.
Really? Where does he live?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But he did say that he had a really good conversation with an older woman who was also in the laundromat.
Okay.
And he said, it's just nice. You just get to know people. You talk to them. And anyway, so that's sidebar.
Okay.
Well, the interview with GQ, they're in this laundromat. They're talking. They talked about tons of stuff. But what people care about is the fact that he talked about why he quit Outkast. So basically, he was saying that he lost his drive to want to rap, which is so sad to hear.
It is.
Because he's so talented. But
yes.
He also said that, people think that he is harboring all of these raps and he's just, hanging on
sitting
them.
on
them. Yeah, exactly. Sitting on them. And he said, I don't have nothing else. There's no songs that I'm sitting on. Nothing. And he said, and not to say that age has to do with what you have to rap about, but truthfully, he said, I think he said he's 43, but he said
it was 48.
Maybe 48. I don't know.
It was 48.
Okay, probably. And he said, what am I supposed to rap about? Getting a colonoscopy?
Getting new eyeglasses.
He said losing my vision. What am I supposed to rap about?
I would love to know what he's going through on a day-to-day basis. He could literally rap anything and I'm listening.
Truthfully, yeah, we all would. Truly,
yeah,
we would. So he just said he just lost, what he had for it. Yeah, but he does have a new album coming out.
It's out.
Yes, it is out. You're right. It's called New Blue Sun. It's available on vinyl, and it is an instrumental. No lyrics, and he's
playing the flutes.
Yes, he's playing a flute. And he is basically trying to warn people there will be no rapping on there. Don't buy it and think I'm gonna be rapping and be disappointed.
Did you see the album?
I'm telling you right now.
Names, the list. The names of the songs.
Oh no. Oh yeah. One of them was long.
They're all long.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Okay. The one that he is 48. You're right. The one that I saw. Oh shit.
Was it? I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but
yes,
the wind blew me this way.
The wind blew me
like
this way. Yeah, that was it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They all have very.
Okay, do you have the list in front of you or what?
Interesting names. I've got Spotify pulled up, but it kind of cuts off some of them. So let me see. Okay. Andre, 3,000. Not 300.
Oh, I found it now. The track we were trying to think of was, I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time.
Yes.
That's the name of the song. Mm-hmm. Yep. And there is a warning label informing fans there are no bars to be found.
No. Sadly. They're very long. Have you listened to it? Mm-mm. I listened to it because I saw you had it on the list. I was planning on listening to it anyway. Tracy listened to it, and he said it's more of just like a vibe. Like you can have it playing for background music because it's just different flutes he's playing. Yeah. But I listened to it because I thought you may want something to talk about. But I listened to it while I was doing research. It was perfect. Perfect.
So almost like a lo-fi vibe or what?
Not quite, because it's more of like wind instruments, but yeah, in a way. It's just easy, and they're super long. One is 17 minutes.
Mm-hmm. God, dog.
Yeah. So the first one you just read, I swear I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally the way the wind blew me this time. The next one is, the slang word pussy rolls off the tongue with far better ease than the proper word vagina. Do you agree? That's the name of the song. Another one is, these may not be in order, but that's okay. Another one is, I swear, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Wait a minute. Oh shit. That night in Hawaii when I turned into a panther and started making these low register purring tones that I couldn't control. Shit was wild. Okay.
These are just things he wanted to say, basically.
Bipolar disorder's daughter wears a 3,000 shirt embroidered.
That's the name of a song?
Mm-hmm. Dreams once buried beneath the dungeon floor slowly sprout into undying gardens. Okay. Ants to you, gods to who? If this ain't 3 stacks, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. This is so him.
It is.
93 till infinity and Beyonce.
Bye. Now that one took me out. That one took me. What was it? 93 what?
93 till infinity and Beyonce. It was really good though. It was really good. Because it wouldn't be Andre if he didn't add some sort of, I don't know. It's an hour and 30 minutes and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Mm-hmm. Well. Okay, you ready to hit some drive-by up?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, I'll be quick with these because we're running a little long. But while we were gone, saw that this guy, his name is what's his last name? Brother Bilal. Brother Bilal used to be Will Smith's assistant. He used to work for Will Smith. And he did a interview with Tasha K and made claims that Will Smith had a sexual relationship with Duane Martin. That he walked into their dressing room years and years ago and saw Will Smith bent over a couch getting it from Duane Martin. Now, okay, there's multiple directions I can go with this. So let me find my way. TMZ caught up with Jada while she was like leaving an interview or something like that. And she said, we suing. Basically, I guess he tried to do some sort of money shakedown in the past, but Brother Bilal did. Okay. And so they're going to take legal action at this point. She said, because it's one thing to have your opinion about someone versus just making up malicious stories.
Girl, I'm like, malicious, yeah.
So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that. I can hear Jada saying that. So we're going to roll with that. Oh, no. Will Smith did come out and say that it's ridiculous and there's no truth to it, basically.
Yeah.
What else?
Isn't some of this heat blowing Tasha K's way as well?
Yes, that's where I was gonna go. Thank you, girl. You know my mind be Cardi B came out and said that she reneges. Feeling bad for Tasha K. Y'all remember when we talked about Tasha K?
She won't shut up.
She won't shut up. Why would you release this?
She needs to go in a different direction. Stop talking about celebrities.
Get off the radio.
In a gossipy nature. Go a totally different direction.
Well, nobody's trying to hear from her otherwise. Turn the mic off. Go do something else. Go get an office job. Hello? Go work for TMZ to where you can be in the drama, but you're not the face of it.
Bingo.
Something. Go do something else. She keeps
take your audience somewhere else and do something else.
And you know what? Will and Jada, they may get a piece of her too for airing that shit. She gonna get in trouble for airing it. He made the brother Bilal, maybe, you know, the one that they want to sue, but she'll get some blowback because she can't keep her mouth shut. So. And when Will and Jada put their mouth and mind and money to something,
it's over with.
It ain't looking good for you.
It's over with.
And why now? Why are you talking about this now? That was so long ago.
I think because of all of their revelations with the book, and it's right on time.
That's true.
It's let me get on the heels of that.
That's true.
You know, it's...
There were a lot of jokes being made online. Like Jada was like, I could talk about my husband all I want to. You can't talk about Will. Only me.
Correct. That is facts.
Would I be surprised if Will liked peeing every now and then? No.
But do I believe that this round gentleman walked into a room and saw Will bent over by Duane Martin? No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. Because this sounds stupid.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does. You believe it?
I don't necessarily believe it. Would I be shocked if it were true? Not really.
You think that he walked into a dressing room
with his
unlocked,
rap.
no less? With his clean rap. You think he walked into a dressing room unlocked?
Do the dressing room
to find them
banging
messing around?
Banging. He said he was being murdered. Like getting it. He made such a description. Let me see if I can.
I don't believe
quote.
It. I am so sorry.
You do not believe it. Okay.
No. Even if him and Duane went out to a nice dinner and then later smashed in the peace of their own home, I will believe that over what this man said.
Well, sometimes tensions get so high. It's like we got to take care of this right now.
When you're a big star like that, those moments cannot happen. Sorry.
And they would have made him sign something.
Exactly.
There's no way he would have left up out of there without signing something.
That's my point. Okay, so this is related.
Okay.
This also involves Tasha K because she can't shut up.
Again. Okay.
R. Kelly. Remember him?
Uh-huh.
And you locked up.
Sad.
You won't let me out. Now, a part of I'm getting ahead of myself already, but a part of this, I think, is R. Kelly being stir crazy in a prison cell.
Okay.
I'm just going to preface this with that.
Okay. Fair.
He filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government, a handful
details,
and that's why I started with this because stop, you're in prison.
Wait a
Shut
minute.
up.
Right.
He is suing the U.S. government, a handful of bureaus of prison workers, and drumroll please, Tasha K.
He said, I might want a piece of the pie. I'm probably gonna win.
And honestly, he needs the bread. He needs it. He needs it on his books. He needs some commissary, sis.
They gonna take it and give it to the victims, but all right.
He's gonna turn around and hand it right over
from Tasha K's pocketbook straight to his victims, and she ain't got the money.
She ain't got no money. She ain't got no pocketbook. It's been ransacked.
Sell that Chevrolet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Basically, he thinks all of these people are in cahoots. Perfect word to describe this. Okay. To publicize his private matters while he was in custody during the Chicago trial.
Okay. Not cahoots. You think they working with Tasha K ass? All right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically, he thinks that an unnamed girl, BOP official, I don't know what that is, doesn't matter, at the prison.
Okay.
What it means.
An official at the prison. Okay.
Yeah, an unofficial person. Yeah. That at the prison that he was being held at, he believes that they allegedly accessed their internal system that documented what Kelly was doing within their walls, including email correspondence, private calls, and visitor logs. You are a prisoner. You don't have any privacy.
Why did he think he was getting private anything? None of it's private. You are a ward of the state.
Literally nothing. You have no privacy anymore. You take a shit in public. I am so sorry. This is the way it is. You have no privacy.
The audacity. You worried about somebody reading your emails when you was holding little girls captive and making them shit in a bucket like you doing right now. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. We don't want to hear from you.
Girl, him and his kooky lawyer, her name is Jennifer. She's kooky. To represent this nigga, she's kooky.
And don't like a paycheck.
That's clear.
Cause she ain't winning shit.
I work him pro bono. Okay, no. I'm so sorry. Okay, her name is Jennifer Bonjean.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour. Okay. Girl, him and her both believe that officials struck an agreement with Tasha K to supply her with Kelly's personal info, which he suspects might have done for cash. Duh. If anyone's doing this, it's for cash. It's
gonna be for the money.
But, okay. And Tasha has already addressed the claims in a video, girl, which Kelly made publicly, which Kelly publicly made well before the suit and denying being mixed up in illegal activity. This has all come from TMZ. Girl, Jasmine, it is just
because Tasha K usually gets stuff sent to her. Like, let's say you saw a celebrity out with a mistress and you took pictures and stuff like that. They'll send it to Tasha K.
Yeah, okay.
And then she'll out it. So he thinks that somebody sent her his information. He thinks the officials at the jail, the prison, sent it to Tasha K.
Girl, stop it. Now, what he's suing for is
freedom.
He
wants his booty hole back. It's loose.
Now he's the one who's getting railed and nailed. His booty hole is wide open for business. Okay, no, that's not funny. Okay,
in his instance, it's funny to me.
It is
for him. That's funny
because he's been raping.
He's a monster. Yeah,
go ahead. Girl, focus and finish the sentence. Okay, yeah. So he is, because he feels that his privacy was invaded and it's caused him undue emotional distress.
Quit.
Do you think we give a fuck about
your feelings? And your feelings? No, we don't. Ask us. We'll tell you. We don't.
Your privacy? We don't. You no longer have that.
Correct.
No one owes you anything.
No. He said, please, y'all, don't forget about me. Please. Please, I'm begging you. What can I do? Lawyer, kooky lawyer, what can I do? We can sue Tasha K. Everybody else is. That's what we can
do. Basically, Tasha K has been in everybody's mouth, including the locked up. Clanky clank.
Locked up, they won't let me out.
What's the hand? I'm locked up. Why not both hands? Okay, there it is. Oh, no. Enough. No, please, no. Okay, focus. Jess, I'm sorry.
We'll get stupid later. What?
Okay. No, I was just going to say I told James's family about that.
Did they even laugh?
They laughed, but they
didn't get it, though.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, this is an update from, I think not last week because we didn't have an episode, but the week before, our last episode, we talked about Party, right? Yeah, because it was named Party Cheated on Megan.
Yeah.
Or Party Cheated or something.
Yeah,
Anywho,
Party Cheated.
Pardison Fontaine. Remember with her song Cobra, she had lyrics about him sleeping with somebody in her bed.
Yes. I watched the video as well.
A Cobra? And how weird it was?
It wasn't that weird to me, but yeah.
It wasn't? Her coming out the damn snake sexy and nude.
Okay. I understand where she was going, and the lyrics were like serious, but okay, move on.
But that's why I was like, why is she trying to be sexy then?
Because that's her image. Go.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
The meme where she's like, what? The meme where it's a video of her at like a game or something, and then somebody did a voiceover, and they're like voicing as she's making, she's doing it like, and then they're voicing like. Will on a Whim uses it often, and it just that's all I can hear from her at this point. Y'all will see it somewhere. Go look it up.
Oh God.
Okay, focus.
Okay, you focus, bitch.
Party. He is responding to Megan's claims in her Cobra song on his own song. I've never heard him rap.
Me neither. Decent. Couldn't name a single song.
He sounds decent. It's called The Person. THEE person, like Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, so it's pretty direct. Yeah,
it is direct as fuck. He opens the song with this verse: "This the girl that I'm trying to propose to. Ask Greg Una. I picked out a ring. Then you lied to my face, went on TV, and then lied to Gayle King." And when she did that interview with Gayle King about being shot. Somewhere else in the song, he says, "I gotta love you from a distance. Same nigga that you did all the tags for the beats. You let that nigga tag. Let him beat. You let me give him dap when we met. Even that I kept discreet. I asked you to your face, did you fuck them niggas? And you swore on your mother." I got more. He had posted some stuff to his stories. He posted the actual
When did he have time to get this song together?
Girl, he said, let me get to the pen to the pad so I could put this shit out because she's talking crazy about me. Because remember his initial response was like a, and then kind of like playing it up with Tristan Thompson and stuff. So it was almost like a laughable. And now he's like, well, let me tell my side of the story. This gets deep, sis. Let me read it to you. I took screenshots of each line.
Okay.
It says, God, I treated you like a queen. Oh, this is all the same song. Whole time I'm a clown in your circus. I tried to pull you up out the mud. Here you are trying to drown me on purpose. You know the devil was a serpent. Now she was a snake in Cobra.
Yeah.
For some streams and views, girl, I hope it was worth it. This ain't for Megan Thee Stallion. This for Megan the person. Had me beefing with niggas you know you was fucking. Beautiful girl, but your soul is disgusting. You got everything, but you still ain't happy. That should be showing you some higher detectives. That should be showing you something. Higher detectives. I think that's how he meant it. Okay. Girl, you the feds. Not in your house and not in your bed. Basically like, I was not getting head at your house in your bed. Okay. From the Cobra lyrics. You lying to people, you sick in the head. That's it. Ouch. Oh no.
And it's crazy because I really liked them together. We talked about that before on previous episodes.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And he really seemed so into her. Now, does that mean, he wasn't cheating? No. People do that all the time. But
he may have cheated after she cheated. I'm sorry. I believe his ass. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know if that means that she cheated on him. It just sounds like she has messed with plenty of guys.
No, he said you had me dabbing up niggas. I asked you if you fucked them, and you said no. You had me dabbing them up, and you absolutely was fucking them. She messed with the guy that maybe she used to get her beats from.
That's what I thought.
No, he's accusing her of cheating in the song.
Okay,
and it sounds like it was multiple times. Like, yeah. Yikes. I thought that was good though. I was like, ooh, okay. All right, what else you got? 50.
Remember 50 Cent threw that mic in the crowd and hit that girl?
I saw this.
You did? Okay. Well, I'm a little confused about it because she definitely, made a police report about it. She went to the hospital and everything. But did you know she was a Power 106 radio host? Anyway, her name is Brianna Monaghan.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
She filed a police report following the incident. Duh. And originally the case was presented to the LA County DA as a felony. Okay. Then the DA kicked it to LA's city attorney's office.
Okay.
And now the city attorney is saying that there's no criminal charges that have been filed against 50 Cent. But they'll keep it. Oh, and it won't be filed as long as he keeps his nose clean. So basically the case is going to remain open for a year of the date of the incident and will be reevaluated for possible criminal charges.
Interesting.
If anything else happens between the two of them, which I think is so strange. I've never heard anything like that before.
Me neither.
So I don't know
like
if he
probation
worked out a deal with
situation.
somebody.
Oh,
yeah,
sure
kind of. So, but as of now, there are no criminal charges against him for this. And I don't know why there would be anything else between him and Brianna, but he is a troll, so I don't know. But
yeah, true.
I guess we'll see.
She may have even said like,
"No, bitch, you never know." Girl,
so my forehead
he
is
got off,
big.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead. He got off. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do drive by real quick.
Okay.
Not drive by. Let's switch it up.
Switch up. Sis, don't be a weirdo.
Okay, so today we are doing Don't Be a Weirdo. This is the alternating segment of IG or social media pages that we follow. That it used to be like strange, weird, but now we just do like ones that we are enjoying or that are new and want to share.
But different.
You want to go first?
They're still different though. They're always different than like your average. No.
Okay.
Mine are normally. I stick to the rules.
Okay.
Mine are just okay. I literally just looked them up real quick. I do not know how to plan ahead for stuff like this. Oops, I forgot.
This was her idea. So
it was. Okay, this is a good one though. And he's got a lot of followers, so y'all may know of this page. But when I found it, my mind was blown. Jess, I may have already explained this to you.
Okay.
This page, but it's okay. Act surprised.
Okay.
His bitch, you lie. His name is on Instagram is Geo Rain Bolt. Okay.
When is the surprise supposed to set in?
When I'm about to explain it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
This little white guy.
Okay.
I don't know what he's done in his past life, but he's a professional Google Maps player is how he describes himself on Instagram. And people will send him a picture. Like, let's say I sent him a picture outside. It's got to be outside. In your house, how do we know, bitch? It's got to be outside. But somebody may take a selfie outside in a ditch, in a field, an open field. There's nothing there. There's no real landmarks or anything. And they'll send him a picture like, can you find me? You bet your ass he can find your ass. He knows how to use these markers. Like he may see like a light pole, and then he may see this hill that's, you know, angled, and then he may see like this type of tree or a bush, and he can kind of concentrate it and decide, okay, so this has to be Midwest. All right, well, where in the Midwest do they have these poles? I see a water tower way back there, or I see it's unreal. And he will find your exact location, which is scary.
It is scary.
You just be taking pictures thinking like it's nothing, but people can easily find your ass if they have the means.
If they have the resources, if they have the time, the want.
The will. Yeah, it's wild. It is very cool to watch.
It is.
It is very cool to watch.
Them trying to deduce and work through. I forgot I was supposed to be surprised. The way that they'll, you know, work through and deduce like, oh, it can't be this because at this time of year, I see that you're wearing a sleeveless shirt, so it must be summertime. Yeah.
It's
nuts.
Very cool. It is nuts. That's a skill for sure.
Yeah, that is entertaining. I follow, and I remember when we talked about this, we compared notes. I follow someone who also does this. It's a different person on TikTok, and I was blown away when I first saw it. I was like, wait, what?
So interesting.
So anyway, okay, so my first one is a very new follow as of like 2 nights ago.
Okay, got it.
On Instagram. His name is Aston M, and his Instagram handle is Aston M with 3 M's. So ASTONEMMM. Yeah.
Okay.
Sis. Hooked. The video that I saw, and it was posted by like a third-party page, but they tagged him.
Okay.
It was a video, and I think it was taken from TikTok. It was about... he was talking, it's a black guy. He was talking and he was just like, the Sudan girls are eating the runway up. Basically, he is into fashion models, runway shows, all of that.
Okay.
And black. Duh. And so he said, he was talking about like 5 different Sudan models that he is obsessed with.
Okay.
And showed pictures of them. He was like, oh, the smile. I mean, Jasmine, I was like, absolutely. And I had to find his page and see more.
Oh.
Had to know more.
Okay.
Oh, I will.
I know you will.
And so, I mean, he'll post, runway looks that he's drawn to. And all of the models are black.
He's
Can't
black?
get enough. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not like a fashion person, really. I don't watch runway shows. I don't know any designers like that. Like, that's not really my lane.
Right.
But to see someone who's passionate about it, it drew me in. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one is, his name is Shane, but his Instagram handle is _wild_dryad, DRYAD. I don't know if I have ever shown you this guy. It's a young black, I want to call him a kid, but I'm sure he's like in his 20s. It's a young black guy who it's very wholesome. His description on his page, it says, I'm Shane Alden. I'm an illustrator, forager, and amateur musician. We have fun. But most of his videos are of him foraging. He's black.
Oh, Leah,
you just don't see this type of representation in foraging and stuff like that. It's always white people out there, except for that one black girl who be eating everything out
with
there.
the glasses.
Yeah. And he'll go out and he'll forage, and he's like talking to you like this, and he kind of talks with his tongue, very wholesome, very sweet. And see here, it's almost like, look, class, there's a spider. It gives that vibe, but it's more of like a, see here, this is a mushroom it's most likely a so-and-so mushroom. I'm not positive, so we won't eat it today. But let's cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside. So he'll cut it open, he'll show you. It's very wholesome. It's very sweet. It's cute, sis. It is cute. And so I started following him just because I was like, well, I'd like to know more about what he's finding. And you know what it made me think of? Pay. It made me think of like Pay doing this one day, and it's very cute.
Oh, I love
I may not be interested in it.
I
don't
love
give no fuck.
I love to tear up on some wholesome shit. That is my thing.
I don't think you'll tear up per se.
No, I probably will.
Okay.
By the way that you're describing it, the tears are welling.
Okay. Well, by all means. It's very cute, very sweet.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is on TikTok. Her name is Gabby Dolchek.
Okay.
She is, this doesn't matter, but I'm telling you anyway.
Okay.
She is Hispanic and her husband is white.
Okay.
They started this page because they had a bit of a horror story happen to them. So they were moving from, well, she's from Illinois, so I'm assuming somewhere in the Midwest they moved from, her and her husband. And they bought their first house in Florida.
Okay.
Sight unseen. They saw pictures, and I don't know if they saw like a walkthrough, but they were solid that this was their dream house. The pictures and everything they saw, gorge.
Okay.
Jasmine, when they fucking got there, not only was it not their dream house, it was a absolute shit show. It was just mold, roaches, rats, people. It was like tons of people just kind of squatting there. It was in terrible condition. And they put their life savings into buying the home, sis.
If I'm doing all that, I'm going to fly down there and see it or something. I'm not doing that. Okay.
They were first-time home buyers, and absolutely it was a mistake. Duh. But it was something, and I can't remember now because it's been so long, but it was something that made them say, this is it. And we're solid with this. Because, of course, you would think like, yeah, I want to get my eyes on it. And maybe someone did a little fake walkthrough. Just, I do not know. But they were like, this is it. We're doing it. So they started this page, I guess, maybe to find some community. So they've been documenting
all the
whole time of them renovating this house and all of the troubles that they've gone through trying to get it to be livable.
Okay.
They have a dog.
Are they living in it as they're fixing it up?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
So at first, I think they were either renting an apartment or something just to get like one room ready and livable, right? And so that was draining their money because they're working from home, which is going to be the hotel or apartment they were in. And then they were having to, after work, go try and work on the house real quick. Girl, a mess. Wow. But it is so entertaining. The girl, she kind of reminds me of one of our cousins. Just kind of like the way she talks, it's kind of like real bubbly. She kind of looks like a child. You'll know who I'm talking about just based off that line. She reminds me of her. Okay. But her and her husband together are so sweet. You could just tell that they love each other so much and they want this to work. He's good with wood, so he can build anything with wood, which is on their side. And I was saying that they have a dog. I think she's old and they take her everywhere. If they're going to the store, she's in a backpack. She go everywhere with them.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just
she has to. It's roaches in the house.
Thing. Well, this was
rats.
Anyways. This was normal for them anyway. But
cute.
Yeah.
Anyway. Very good. Wow. Look at the time, sis. Look how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, it's a long one.
End it. Take us out.
But y'all wanted this.
We made up for not having an episode last week. So
exactly.
I don't want to hear shit.
Most of this time is you looking for your IG pages. So Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Yay. If this is your first time and you enjoyed it, let us know. Tell a friend to listen or watch. This is a visual podcast, so we do have video on Spotify and YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast. Join our public Facebook group, which is called Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast Group. We get in there and talk about things about the episode. And just interact with you guys.
When you find yourself listening to us and then you're talking back to yourself in the car as you listening, transfer those words into Facebook and we'll actually be able to talk to you directly.
Yeah, correct. Good job. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which again, like I said, is where you can watch us if you don't have Spotify. It's Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast, and anything that you see this week while you're scrolling on social media that you want us to talk about, tag us in it, send us to us in a DM, and we'll absolutely bring it to the table. A lot of this was sent to us and we did not say that. Ooh.
Yeah. Most of the big things people sent us, they were like, you all got to talk about this.
Yeah. So they were listener suggestions, and we absolutely will bring it to the table. Before leaving whatever app you're on, give us a 5-star rating and leave us a glowing review. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, guys. Bye.
What's this?
I'm trying to stay awake. It's just almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, it sure is. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.